white supremacy is a hell of a drug. That is a serious thing, and there's a lot of people out here that are suffering from their addiction to white supremacy. And I really want to help you. So say something in the comments below, and we can have a discourse about this. But there was a senator, her name is Senator Blackburn, who was questioning the potential or the nominee for the first ever Black Supreme Court Justice, female Black Supreme Court Justice, Judge Jackson. And she's so addicted to white supremacy, she didn't know what to say out of her mouth when questioning her. She said a lot of crazy shit. But among them was she asked her to define what a woman was. And I guess it's the addiction to white supremacy. Their head is clouded, and she doesn't think, like, when I walk out these doors, when I do an interview later on tonight, maybe in the morning when I'm on Fox News, someone's going to ask me, how do I define a woman? And I should have an appropriate, well thought out answer. I want you to tell me if you think this is a thought out answer. Here we go.
Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn, member of the Senate Judiciary Committee. Senator, thank you very much for joining us. As John mentioned a moment ago, there was what some saw as a pivotal moment in Ketanji Brown Jackson's testimony. It was last night with your exchange with her on the definition of a woman. Here it is.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
I can't.
You can't?
Not in this context.
So
I'm not a biologist.
The meaning of the word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition?
What was your reaction to that, Senator?
I was a little bit stunned, Sandra. Out of frustration, as we're talking about CRT, as we're talking about parents' rights, it made sense to finally try to nail her down on something, the definition of a woman. And she would not give that clear definition. And here's the thing, she has been heralded, and rightly so, because she has earned her position working hard. And I appreciate that. She is the first African-American female to be nominated to the U.S. Supreme Court. And this is something that is being widely celebrated. It is a historic moment. But it shows you how politicized this process has become and how the left-wing dark money groups are feeding into this to the point that everything is so woke, she will not even give me the definition of the word woman.
So, Senator, let me just ask you this question. So if you were on that stand and a senator asked you to define the word woman, what would you say?
I would say, I am a woman. I am a female. Females are women. This is, and I pointed, bear in mind.
I don't understand any of that. Like, are you serious? So I am on the, I think that it is more complicated than I am a woman, females are women. I know I am a woman, I am a female, females are women. It's more complicated than that. You got to think about the well, in our species, the X and the Y chromosomes, XX for women, XY for men. I think that it tends to be a spectrum of that sort of thing. Like we exist in a spectrum. Some women don't have a uterus. Some women can't have children. Some men are this way. Some men are that way. Like it's not that clear cut. And if you want some information about it, you can always get on the Google machine and figure it out. You can always go and find YouTube videos and multiple sources, not just one, to kind of answer some of your questions or at least place you on the same page. She's nowhere near on the same page. And out of this whole conversation that people are having about this, I am a woman, women are female, and her not answering this bogus ass question, which wouldn't have anything to do with her job anyway. out of this whole conversation, no one has ever mentioned a whole group of people that we do know exist. Those who are intersex. That's right. People who are born with both inward and outward male and female organs. Some can have children. So, you know, it's not made up. It's not fabricated. They exist. Oftentimes, you know, people try to choose the sex at birth. Sometimes they just grow into it. Their whole documentaries, their whole interviews of people sharing their life and sharing their story. Don't be ignorant like her, and get the information. You know, I'm not going to really sum this up to her ignorance, because she's on a network like Fox News. They have a whole staff that that could do the research, that could do the work, and they chose not to. The reason why they chose not to is they want to push a narrative, and that narrative falls under the umbrella of what? White supremacy. It all does. It all does. Like I said, it's a hell of a drug, and they are addicted to it. I'm going to spend the rest of my time this year telling white supremacy to fuck off. I hope you join me.